This is the Stony Brook highly efficient cogeneration power plant facility. It can produce 45 megawatts of electricity and peaks up to 47 megawatts. Excess power is sold to New York State and is powered by good old American natural gas. Natural gas comes to this power plant and many others through a 3 million mile network of pipelines and main lines, just like these. Burning natural gas produces less CO2 emissions and less pollution than coal. But the main issue is that natural gas is made up of mostly methane, a very potent greenhouse gas, which is 28 times more potent than CO2. As a result of methane's global warming potential, we want to prevent as much methane from leaking at all. In fact, if more than 2.7% of production is leaked, then all climate change benefits are essentially negated. And guess how much we're already leaking in the United States? 2.3%. And in some areas like the Permian Basin, we're leaking as much as 3.7% of all the natural gas production. Now you might be wondering, why don't we patch up leaks from places like this, and this? And well, the answer is money. It's really always money. One of the main offenders of these leakages is natural gas wells, left behind by the natural gas industry. The natural gas industry is a boom and bust industry. If the price of gas drops as a result of inventory surplus or demand dropping, then many companies go out of business. Editor Aaron here. I just want to add a little of context to that last statement. The last two major busts in the oil and gas industry was 2016 and 2020. In 2016, there was 142 bankruptcies, and then in 2020, there was 107 bankruptcies. In 2016, the main reason was there was a lot of supply and the demand did not change. And then in 2020, demand dropped dramatically as a result of the pandemic, both causing busts and the price of gas and oil to drop, causing many companies to go bankrupt. So yeah, it's a pretty common thing that happens in the oil and gas industry. Leaving behind hundreds and sometimes even thousands of natural gas wells. Now you might be asking me, why don't we just plug up these natural gas wells? Prevent this methane from being released into the atmosphere and causing climate change? Well, the answer is money. Again, really. Plugging up natural gas wells can cost up to $20,000 for a single well. And then if you actually want to fix the surrounding environment as a result of the methane leakage, it can cost up to $76,000 for one well. So let's look at the numbers. As of April 2022, we know that there's currently 123,318 documented orphaned natural gas wells, and up to an additional 1 million undocumented orphaned natural gas wells. So if we do some quick math, then just to fix the documented wells, it would cost around $9.4 billion. This is all doing this correctly, with fixing the environment around it. So let's say we also want to fix the undocumented natural gas wells that are also spewing dangerous methane into the atmosphere. Then we have to add an additional $76 billion to that number, getting us to over $80 billion just in the US alone to fix all of the orphaned natural gas wells. A staggering amount. For reference, that's about 3 years of BP profit or the entire GDP of Uzbekistan. So why isn't any company, especially the companies that have orphaned these wells, stepping up to fix this issue? Well, once again, the answer is money. These bankrupt companies have no money to fix this issue at all. So maybe governments should step in and fix this. Well, the US government agreed, and in 2021, they passed the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act. And as part of that act, they allocated money to this very issue. Guess how much money they allocated? 40 billion, 60 billion, 80 billion? Well, they only actually allocated $4.7 billion. Not really a lot. And also, that money is also meant for oil wells that leak too. So really, they didn't do much. So what now? Who fixes this issue? How do we solve this? Well, it's really hard to say. As of right now, there's no money allocated to fix this, and no companies want to come in and fix this. Until we can put some regulation in place that can force companies to plug their abandoned wells or allocate more money to fix these abandoned wells, we're really stuck here. And this is a real big issue. All this methane is causing climate change at an accelerated rate. The more we drill for natural gas, the more abandoned natural gas wells there will be.